Hi folks, back in the log cabin again. I'm on my new phone at the moment. I've had a lot of problem with my editing software with this Samsung Galaxy Ultra S23 and it weren't latching up. I couldn't use it with my old software. I've ordered some new software. That didn't work. Now I'm on Vegas Pro 20 and I'm just doing this little video of an old lawnmower that I wanted to restore last year. I never got around to it because I've been so busy. So just have a look at this and watch this video, folks. Part 2 will be coming up. That's what was filmed the end of last summer, I think. But I'm just doing this video just to do a little testing to give you some content. And the next thing we're going to be working on is getting this thing running anyway. So that comes in a different video. Anyway, hope you enjoyed this little video and I'll see you a bit later on. Bye for now. Alright, coming outside again, folks. He's taken over again, look. He's out in the garden. Showing off 2 Honda Izys. One he's just restored. What's this one? What's this one?
This one I've had up for sale for a week or so.
Right.
And someone's just put an offer in on it, so...
Have they?
I thought I'd bring it out before I commit.
I've had mine up for about 8 weeks. No one's come up with an offer on it.
Well, there's only one mower man around here.
Let's show you my one, folks. I've got a couple out for a moment. He's got this one he's had up. You've had that up for longer than me, haven't you?
No. About 2 weeks, that is.
That's not a self-propelled one, is it?
No.
My one's self-propelled, asking a bit more money. So this is one he's done on his channel. Looks in good condition. As I say, it's a push one. This is the one he's recently just restored for a customer who he'd done one for, but he's powder coated the deck on this one and there was a bit of welding involved in that, which I had to do. I'm coming over here, folks. I've got 2 at the moment all ready to go, and that's one I actually restored a good while back there, and obviously it's self-propelled as well. That one commands a bit more money, and I've also got this little McCulloch here as well. Got to try and get some of these mowers out, folks. It's slowing down now the season anyway, so we've got to try and get these out as sort of quick as possible. If not, get them done and get them ready for next year. Oh, that's got the auto choke. Yeah, probably the auto choke weren't working on that one, folks. And
That's off a different mower.
yeah, because it don't actually need that. So yeah, as you can see, this is a big decked one. This one, isn't it? Has it got much rot in it or anything?
No, just a bit of surface rust.
Bit of surface rust, isn't it? So that could do with a repaint. That's a really big deck, that one. I don't know whether it's going to start or not. Again, I don't know what was the matter with this, if anything. I don't even know if it's got any fuel in it or anything. I can't remember with this one. Bone dry. Let's put a bit of juice in it. That's if someone ain't used it all.
No, I've got mine.
Because this would be a nice one to get going. Plenty of tread on the wheels. Don't need too much in there. That should wet its whistle. Right, just let that run through there for a minute. I have spilt that there, folks. But alright, so let's pull the handle up there and get this up here for a minute. Nothing underneath there, is there?
No, belts on.
No, I like to look if there's any animals underneath there, folks. There we go. It's trying to go, isn't it? Well, I bet the drive don't work. Lucky it does. Good drive on it. Bloody hell. I won't run it for too long, folks, so I haven't checked the engine oil in it. I should have done that first, actually, but I got a bit excited. Well, that looks like a nice one to try and get going, so that could command a lot of money, that one. Hey?
Yeah, 2009.
2009, so it's a good few years old, but a nice big strong mower, that one. So I think I'll pull this into the workshop and we'll have a quick look at it. Right, that's got that up on the deck. Let's have a closer look at it. See if we need to do any work on the deck or whatever. It is a little bit rusty and flaky, but let's have a closer look at it. Well, how I like to start off, folks, is just literally to blow them down. There's always loads of grass around the wheels and around the bracket mechanisms and under the engine, so I'll get my airline and just give it a good blow down first of all. And also around where the back of the grass box is. The grass bag on this one wasn't too bad, to be honest with you, so I'll just put that to one side. And all behind where the springs are, just make sure you get all that cleaned out, folks. Just makes life a lot easier. Now I like to tip mine back once I've got the grass bag off, and I sort of hold it back and just tie it down with a bungee cord just to keep the front up in the air. That way I know no engine oil or anything's going to come out. And as you can see there's loads of dried grass there. That's normally what rots these mowers out, and definitely on these Honda Izys as well. So that's all going to have to come off. And don't forget to take your spark plug off, folks. You don't want anything spinning around down there. Now you can see there the paint flakes off very, very easily. They're not even primed from the factory, these. They just come with just a coat of paint, and that's about it basically. And I thought that was a bit perforated there, but I don't think it is. But you can see why that happens with all this build up of grass there. So we're going to need to get all that out as well. But first of all, we're going to have to take the blade off. So I'll just get the blade off, and then I'm able to literally scrape all that out with a screwdriver, or perhaps an old chisel, an old wood chisel is ideal for doing that. But make sure you do get it all off, and I will be painting the underside of this as well just to protect it. Right folks, okay, so I've got all that crap from underneath the deck now. The deck actually does look solid, so I'm happy with that. But as you can see from the top, it's a little bit worse for where the paint has come off. So bearing in mind, I did think there was holes there, but there's no holes whatsoever. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to strip this thing down, get it down to the bare deck. It shouldn't take too long. And we'll give that a rub down and a powder coat, just to give it that $1 million look, folks, because everything else should be okay. I may investigate the auto choke system. I'm not too sure yet. As I say, it has got a cable. Someone's fitted that on there with a separate choke system on it, so I may just leave that on it. I don't really want to buy any parts for this. I want to get it out as soon as possible, so let's get it stripped down. Right, okay, let's get these front wheels off. Now these have got their own independent adjusters, so there's no big bar to take off along the front of the deck, so it's nice and simple on this one. And we're just removing the cables now. And I also want to disconnect the cable from the handlebars for the drive, because it makes it a whole lot easier getting the drive cable off the other end by doing this way first. Yep, just going to remove that belt now because I want to get the engine off this deck, and obviously Project Man turns up, we'll make use of him. So now the engine's off, I can now concentrate on getting all the ancillary bits off, like the handles and also this rear flap here, which is held on by a star-shaped washer, and you have to prise that off, and then you can pull the shaft out and remove the flap. So looking underneath the deck was in very good nick, and all I'm looking at here is taking the rear wheels and the gearbox off again, which is basically held on by circlips. Right, I got a bit carried away there, folks. I actually stripped everything down, and it's amazing how when you've actually stripped it down, there doesn't look like there's much to it. Let's have a closer look and see what I've done. So yeah, the only part of the deck which looks like it's suffered is around this area here. There doesn't seem to be any perforations and stuff. The main gearbox come out a treat, the wheels come off and all the mechanisms. I've taken all the inner shields out as well. I may even give them a powder coat, yeah, I'm not too sure. So let's have a little look at underneath the deck. I've given it a scrape down, and we're all ready. So it's a pure, just the deck there. I was going to take these handles off, but I've decided against that because these ones here, as you can see, have suffered a lot more, and I started undoing that one there, and it didn't want to come, and it was going to snap, so I thought, well, rather than me take them off, I might as well paint them or powder coat them on the actual thing, so that's not a problem. So this deck, as I say, seems to be really solid. It's a really big deck. So all I'm going to do now is get the old paint stripper on it, the old power strip, put you on a bit of time lapse and you can see that. Right, so this is a power strip which I use. I got it on eBay, but apparently you have to have a special license for it now. Nitromore's absolutely useless, not as strong as it used to be in the 1980s, folks. So don't bother yourself with that, and it's still very expensive. But power strip, as you can see, obviously does the job. This, with a combination of a sanding disc afterwards and a wire brush, will remove all this. But this makes life a hell of a lot easier right at the very beginning.